Hi, good morning, everyone. So we're seeing a few people here now, but I believe people are coming in. So again, good morning. This is Eliana Dolores, and I'm your moderator for today. So before we start to our open forum, we have here some house rules that we need to follow during the event. So the first one is keep your camera off and your mic muted until required. Number two, feel free to type your questions in the chat box. So let us know if you are able to see everyone in your chat box for us to see. All right, thank you. Then the third one is during the open forum proper, use the raise hand button to participate. Then number four, be sure to hang up after the event. Okay. So again, this is Aliana Dolares, your moderator for today. And to begin our Usapang UPOU today, we will be opening this program with a message from the chairperson of UPOU Student Provisional Committee, Isaiah Crisanto.
Mabuhay! Welcome to Usapang UPOU, an initiative of the Consultation Subcommittee of the UPOU Provisional Committee. Thank you for taking the time today to join us, and I look forward to having open and transparent discussions about what the future of UPOU student representation should look like. I am Isaiah Crisanto, a third-year BAM student and the chairperson of the UPOU ProvCom. As the last UP constituent university without a student council, it's important to remember that this isn't just something nice to have, but a right granted to all students and enshrined in our university code. Specifically, in the UP System Code, Title 2, Chapter 71, Article 432 and 433, which state, as constituents of the university, students are free, individually and collectively, to express their views on issues of institutional policy and on matters of interest to the student body. The official collective participation of students in the formulation and application of institutional policy affecting academic and student affairs shall be made through student councils. That's Article 432. Under Article 433, it says, there shall be a college student council in each college that offers at least a bachelor's degree program and a university student council in each constituent university. Kasama po dyan ang UPOU. But that's not all. In fact, there is Article 434. The composition of each student council, its officers, and the manner of its selection of its members and officers shall be in accordance with the Constitution ratified by the student body, kayo po yun, and submitted to the Chancellor or President. Ang ibig sabihin po natin ay ang mga isko at iska ng UPOU ang magde-decide ng anong klaseng student council ang gusto natin. I imagine a student council that is built on the values that future digital democracies should have, such as decentralization, freedom, open source, and consensus-based democracy. Through this forum, we want to hear from you, our fellow students. What would you like to see in a student council? What voting systems, representatives, or values should be enshrined in our Constitution? Together, let us strive towards genuine student representation. Again, I thank you and I wish you all a very fruitful discussion. Para sa bayan!
Thank you, Chris, for the opening remarks this morning. And moving on, we will go to the introduction of the UPOU Provisional Committee. We have here Chen Gedote.
Good day, everyone. I'm Chen Guidote from the Consultation Subcommittee. So allow me to introduce to you the UPOU Provisional Committee. So who are we and what do we do? The Provisional Committee was actually formed by the UP Office of the Student Regent and along with the UPOU's Office of Student Affairs. So in May 2021, the first call for applications was posted on my portal, and a second round of applications was held in August, both of which were open to all students. Our mandate is to establish a UPOU student constitution and electoral code. So how exactly do we do this? The first step would be to draft the constitution. Once that's done, we need to have it ratified, or in other words, approved by majority of the student body through a vote. Then, it will be passed on to our chancellor for approval. Only after all that can we hold student council elections. Now, to help with the delegation of tasks, the Provcom has been subdivided into three subcommittees. The first subcommittee is campaigns. So if you've been following our social media accounts, this is the subcommittee behind them. Their job is to inform you, the student body, about what we're doing and the progress that we're making. They're here to ensure transparency between the students and the Provcom. The second subcommittee is consultations. So our job is to communicate with the student body and to learn more about your thoughts and insights relevant to our agenda. Now, our goal is to ensure that the Constitution reflects the students' ideas and preferences. So far, we've sent out a survey, and this open forum is also another way for us to consult with the students. The third subcommittee is writing, so they're in charge of the actual drafting of the Constitution. They do this by referring to constitutions of other UP constituents, and later on by incorporating the findings of the consultation subcommittee. Apart from these three subcommittees, we also have a core team consisting of the chairperson, the vice chairperson, a non-voting secretariat, and the core members of each subcommittee. So the chairperson is there to lead, support, and give direction to the committee with the assistance of the vice chair. And the secretariat handles the agenda, the documents, and minute taking of the Provcom. So I've already talked about the duties and responsibilities of the provisional committee, but let's not forget that the student body also has a role to play here. So your support and active participation is immensely valuable to our success in complying with our mandate. So our purpose, the reason why the UPOU Provisional Committee exists is because we seek, or more accurately, we are entitled to genuine student representation. So this is not just the Provcom's fight, but every UPOU student's fight. What I ask of you, the student body, is to be active, or even better, proactive, with sharing your thoughts and insights regarding the matter of student representation in our university. And also to respond to the call to participate and be involved with vigor and enthusiasm. So that is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Chen, for presenting to us the provisional committee. So we are now going to the highlight of this event, the open forum. So as mentioned uh, a while ago by Chris and Chen, our main objective today is to know the situation of every UPOU student as an open and distance e-learner and how they want to be represented. And also, we want to hear your voice about the drafting of our constitution and some other matters that we know it is also matters to you. So let's move on to the first question. As an open and distance e-learner, what challenges have you encountered? Feel free to raise your hand and leave your answer in the chat box. You can state your experience based on the length that you have stayed in the university. Okay, we already have one. So from Enrico Correa of Associate in Arts. So he said that one of the encounter or one of the challenges that he encountered would be the lack of communication between the student and the FIC in some classes. So I believe there are also some of us who can relate to that. Okay, thank you, Jen, for agreeing. Yeah, personally, I encountered that also, especially when it comes to some FIC that we don't have any direct contact or not responding to some emails that we are sending to them. Any other challenges? Okay, thank you, Luis, for agreeing as well. Yeah. Um, Enrico also raised that time management is really a challenge for an open and distance e-learner. Okay. And Jen also stated that no available student support amidst all the pressure because we all know that yeah, we are all by ourselves sometimes. Yes, there will be moments that we can receive some support, but yeah, it is limited. Okay, we also have from Miss Javier that yeah, it is also difficult to connect with other schoolmates or course mates. Okay, so yeah, I agree to you as well, Michelle. So yeah, sometimes all the tasks can be overwhelming and yeah, working and studying at the same time. Yeah, Alan also agree with what Miss Javier mentioned that it is hard to socialize with other UPOU students. And yes, it is because of limitation. Especially, we only have our My Portal to socialize. Yeah. Well, not everyone is comfortable with Zoom meetup. So yeah, I agree, Enrico. And not everyone is confident enough to express themselves during the online meeting. Yeah, staying motivated. I I encountered that as well. Yeah. I agree with Elisa also that it is hard to create a study plan and sometimes it is hard to approach someone to help us in doing or creating a study plan. Yeah. I think we can all agree that mostly academic and welfare support is needed for every open and distance e-learners. So thank you for your to your opinions or feedback about this question. Let's move on. We will take note of that. What are your rights and responsibilities as an open and distance e-learner? Again, feel free to use the chat box if you are not comfortable enough to um, unmute your mic. Okay, so we have from Jen. So the right to be heard through a student council. Yeah, it is really evident in our university right now. And I believe we are the only UP university that we don't have student council yet. So this is also a venue for us if how willing we are to be part of establishing that student council. Thank you, Jen, for the first input. Okay, any other idea? Yes, go, Jen.
Hello. So, I think na I'm not sure if I can say na parang it's already something that we have, but I think we should have the right to access certain services. Like as mentioned earlier, one of the challenges is kulang sa support from the admin, let's say, yun nga, in terms of academics and welfare support. And I think for me personally, being separated or isolated from other people na hindi ko na communicate yung fellow students ko. I wish we could have like services that would, like for example, like for health services, like mental health services. So in other schools, like they have these parang guidance offices na parang they regularly check up on you and they give you yung mga parang tests, lalo na pag um like yung mental health testing, like psychological counseling. I feel like we should have that, or we should have access to that sort of service kasi it's very essential din naman sa atin na especially as distance learners na yun nga, we also have our own sets of problems din, and we also hindi natin matatanggi na kailangan din natin ng yung support na yun, like mental health support. So that's all.
Thank you, Chen. So yeah, I agree with that. Even though siguro hindi lang mental services, but other kinds of services that can really help us as a student. And of course, hindi lang naman academic yung kailangan natin, but how we can stay motivated, like what um, Jerry mentioned a while ago. And yeah, for Enrico, yeah, for the reading breaks, I think we just need some clarification about this because, yeah, there are some FICs that comply with the reading break schedule, but others don't. So we need to probably align that with our administration also. Yeah. So from Luis, yes, it is also our right to be comfortable or confident in telling our classmates about our personal condition for us to align also in every activities that we're doing as a group. Because syempre, um, may mga times talaga na hindi ka kaya makapag-group task. Correct me if I'm wrong so dun sa understanding ko sa sinabi. But yeah, that's what I agree with that. Jen, are you still raising your hand?
Sorry, I'm not raising my hand.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Jen, for the input. Yeah. There are some professors talaga na hindi talaga align when it comes to reading break. But I think we really need to voice it out to our administration. Or even to our FICs. Okay. I'm taking note of those opinions and answers also. Okay, Is there anything else? Yeah. Okay. The asynchronous classes. I think there are some students or some classes that doesn't have this asynchronous class. So yeah, it is also important to um, request or probably ask our FICs. So yeah, we will also take note of that. Yes, we need to clarify things din sa mga tasks natin, sa mga schedules natin kasi siyempre may mga professor na or FICs na nagbibigay ka ng schedule but sometimes due to some circumstances hindi tayo nakakapag-meet. So kailangan din natin i-align dun sa mga FICs natin. Yeah, this is important. The transparency when it comes to scoring. Yes, even though we have our rubrics for scoring, but it is also important that the FIC explain us through a synchronous session how they compute our grades or even breakdown of the grading system. Yes, I agree that. Thank you for bringing it up. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I think that's all for the rights. But if you want to add something, feel free to chat. We will take note of those information from you. Number 3, how would you like to be represented? So I believe this will be by answering the poll. So you just need to choose one by faculty, by program, by region, or by year level. What do you think is easier for yourself, for your classmates, for your program or faculty? Para ma-address din yung mga kailangan natin immediately. Okay. Okay, we will take note of that suggestion, Enrico. Any other opinion or answer aside by answering the poll? Okay, I think we can move on to the fourth question. Okay, sorry. So I will just read the result for the third question. So how would you like to be represented? So 56% of the participant answered by program, while 25% answered by year level, then 19% by faculty. So we will take note of this for consideration. Okay, moving on to the fourth question. What are the rules to be followed in an electoral campaign? Okay, anyone for the fourth question? Okay, I think we can skip that for a moment. I'm sorry. Sorry, Alan mentioned something. Yeah, yes, I agree. Candidate must not spend too much on campaign materials. Yeah, we can consider that. Yes, how much is too much? So I think we need to set some standard on how much they can spend if they really need to spend other for the campaign period. Yes, I agree with Mickey. No distraction of lawful election propaganda. Any other? Yeah, the qualification. Yes, we need to set the right qualification that we want the student council to have during um their term. I think this is the continuation of your chat, Mickey, right?
Oh no, I was saying
Sorry,
na
go.
yung campaign period, it should be followed na bawal
Okay.
mag-extend sa campaign period.
All right. Thank you for clarifying that. Yes, it should be. They will begin and end their campaign within the given time provided to them. Yes, Jen, are you raising your
I
hand?
think with regards to campaigning, I guess hindi since medyo hiwa-hiwalay nga tayo, I don't know how we're gonna monitor that. Like, paano natin malaman kung somebody is like yun nga, spending too much or parang kunwari kung sa ibang platform siya nag-aano na wala na siya within our sites kasi yun, I think yun yung isang problem na makikita natin.
Yes. I think that's the jurisdiction or parameters na dapat nating iset din sa mga magka-campaign or tatakbo. Yes, the approval budget kung we need to provide them to also. Yeah. Thank you, Larry's, for the suggestion. Yes. So we need to set the right platforms that they can use. Also specific site. Yes, agree with Enrico. Okay, we will take note of that. And we can go now to the next and probably the last. What qualities should a candidate possess? So we only, or for this discussion, we need to focus only for the candidates first. Ano yung specific standard na gusto nyong iset sa mga tatakbo pa lang? Okay. Yes. And that's the basic one. They should be an enrolled UPOU student. Then the good records, probably we could set the minimum grade requirement that you want to indicate in the qualities. Yes, again, feel free to raise your hand or use the chat box for your ideas. Okay, yeah. Eliza, Eliza mentioned that wala ba talagang baksak to or exit grade during the campaign period or the electoral period. Yeah, we will review the academic standing policy, Alan. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes. Mhm. They should have one SEM to stay enrolled. I agree. Okay. Yeah, we can. I think the suggestion of Mickey will fall also in the good academic standing, but we will take note of that. Yes. Yeah, that's a great idea, Alan. They should stay at least 2 terms. That will be the maximum, minimum or maximum that we can set to them. Ah, yes, the student leader work-life balance. I agree. So dapat talaga mabalance nila yung study, yung leadership responsibilities nila, walang napapabayaan. I think that also falls with the to the good academic standing. Yeah, thank you for agreeing, Chen. Oh yeah, well, that's a good background or point of view, Alan. Yeah, they should really stay in OU for at least 2 terms for them to probably maximize their leadership capabilities and also genuinely represent us as OU students. Okay. Yeah, feel free to add anything that we can take as consideration for the qualities of a candidate. Yes, at least second year or third year. Yeah, yeah, we can take note of that. We will take note of that. All right. Any other suggestions, opinions, ideas? Yes, Mickey.
I was asking lang po if hindi po pwede yung graduating Tapos meron pong limit na at least nakapag 1 SEM or 2 SEMs. Paano po yung mga 2-year course lang po?
Oh, yeah. Thank you
Kasi
for
marami pong masteral na ganon or doctorate.
okay. Thank you for bringing it up. Um, well, minimum can be 1 SEM for them, but yeah, we will take note of that for the 2-year courses, mostly masters and doctorate degree. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Enrico, for giving us that background or that situation. Personally, I'm not aware of that. Yeah. Jomer said that at least they can serve 1 year for the student council. We can consider that. I don't know if anyone can agree here. Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of what ifs here, but we will I think we will need to talk about it more and do some icebreaker din para mas ma-dig deeper pa rin talaga natin kung ano ba minimum standard natin when it comes to the kung kung gaano pa sila katagal mag-stay if they will be elected. Okay. Yeah, we can consider that should be strictly an OU student or alumnus or alumni. Mhm. Yeah, we can take note or we will take note of that kung kailan yung student council magpapalit or is there any set date or season na magpapalit tayo ng student council. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to add that we can probably talk to? Okay, term. I think yeah, given that there are some courses that are not trimesters. So yeah, we need to discuss also how what will be the term for each candidate or for each elected student council officers. Okay. If there's none, okay, sorry. Yeah, the LOA. I think we can set a rule for that for those elected officials or candidates that are on LOA. But thank you for bringing it up for us to probably include in our consultation discussion. And most of these questions, I think we can present in our next open forums. Okay, who's for re-election? Okay, thank you. Well, your ideas are great, and thank you for bringing every situation for us to consider. Okay, I think there's none. So, yeah. To summarize this open forum, I only um, take down some since some of them are similar. So for the first one, when it comes to the situation of every um, U, UPOU student as a distance and open and distance e-learner. So we have here three things: the welfare and academic support from the administration, the how our UPOU students can socialize with other students, and of course the FICs. Then how to stay motivated during their stay. Then the number two for the second question, the rights to be heard and accesses to support. Then the third one, majority of us voted for um, by program representation. Then for fourth one, I listed a lot here, but it's more on the rules and regulations about the spending for the campaign period, um, the monitoring of campaign, and the specific site where they can put their campaign or do their campaign, and then the length of the campaign period. Also, the no destruction of lawful election propaganda. Then for the last question, the qualification for the candidates. So first, they should be enrolled as UPOU student and have good records or good academic records or standing. Then should have should have stayed enrolled in OU for at least one sem or 1 year. Then no past or current probation status. Then we will discuss what will happen for those who are under 2 year courses such as masters and doctorate programs, the term of the candidate, the rule for the leave of absence, and the re-election rules. So if there's anything that we miss, probably we can review the chat box. And that's it for today. Um, do you have any other information that you want to raise or concern for the consultation committee? Okay, I think there's none. Okay, the target date. Um,
Hello. So,
yes,
for the what's the question again?
target
The
date for the
target date
student
for
council.
the student council. So for now, our first target is the student constitution. So we hope to do this to accomplish the drafting of the constitution by around May, to be in line with the the elections, the upcoming nationwide elections. So regarding yung student council, like the actual date for the student council, hindi pa siya like set in stone. So, yun pa lang yung target namin is for the student constitution.
Oh, yes. So yeah, our focus right now is to draft the constitution and also the rules and bylaws that we need to have before establishing the student council. So again, like what I mentioned a while ago, this is only the first open forum that we will be conducting since it is crucial to draft that constitution. That's why we need your help. Um, there will be series of open forum and evaluation um, survey that we will be posting through our social media. So please make sure that you follow them. Okay, is there any question? Okay, so for this, yeah, and we are now at the end of this open forum. So we encourage you to answer the evaluation form for this open forum. Feel free to give your ideas, and we want transparency here. So we want to hear from you, your personal thoughts. And also, we encourage you to follow our social networking sites. So you can follow us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just look for UPOU Provcom for more updates. And again, feel free to message us, especially when it comes um, to your right and to other ideas that you can provide us, especially when it comes to drafting the Constitution. And again, thank you for your time. We hope to see you again soon. Bye.